Terri Bradshaw from KCDC is here to talk about their new initiative for new Frankfort residents. Good morning.
Good morning. I don't know how I rated to be on the no longer served side dishes of Thanksgiving program. I'm so thrilled.
It's very exciting. It is very exciting. It's a special that everybody looks forward to all year long.
Well, Terri, thanks so much for being here. Let's talk overall about, we got the exciting new Think Frankfort First initiative that you all are doing over there at KCDC, and it's really cool and exciting. Just talk about the overall goal of the Think Frankfort First initiative.
Yeah, so the Think Frankfort First initiative is a long-term initiative, and we recognized last year that we had a number of people who were just not aware of all the phenomenal things that our local businesses do for the community. They raise hundreds of thousands of dollars for charitable organizations. Obviously, they provide thousands and thousands of jobs to our community. They provide a large portion of our city and county tax revenue. So businesses are really important to the success of our community, and we wanted people to understand exactly how that worked. So we began the first phase of the Think Frankfort First initiative, which was the Frankfort It Grows on You program. And that just consists of daily postings on our social media that talk about the numerous things that different types of business and industry bring to our community. And then this year, we started the second phase of that program, which is the First New Friend program. I'll tell you a little bit more about that. But then later on in 2022, we intend to begin the Come Home First initiative, which is phase 3 of the Think Frankfort First program. And that will be to incorporate young people into our conversations, to have them serve on local boards, and to make them a part of the decisions we make every day, and determine why so many times they choose to leave the community, maybe for college, maybe for post-secondary education, but then not to return. And so we can remedy that issue and make this a community in which they want to come back to. We also have phase 4, which is houses our homes. And we've actually kind of started phase 4 already. We're working with some regional partners to do a housing study. As I'm sure you're well aware, we have a housing shortage in Franklin County, but we really have a housing shortage in the country. And so we're looking at ways that we can address that. And then lastly is the Learn Here First program. And again, we've applied for some grant money to provide learning opportunities for our local citizens. The city just partnered with Interapt to pilot a program that does exactly that. So Think Frankfort First is a really large, expansive program that we hope will make our community members think about Frankfort First. I want to live here. I want to work here. I want to be a part of this community.
Yeah, I think that's great. And just so many just amazing topics there, and so many amazing just initiatives within the Think Frankfort First and the different phases. But if we want to start, if we can, let's circle back to First New Friend. And that is it's a community onboarding initiative, right, that provides opportunity, potential for new residents to connect with people, right, with whom they might share some things in common and just have a friendly face here in the community, right? Explain to our viewers how this works.
That's exactly right. So it is a community onboarding program, but we created it so that our businesses could use it as a recruiting tool as well. So for example, if you have someone interviewing for an engineer job here, and they're also interviewing for an engineer job in Paducah, we want Frankfort to have the upper hand. So this First New Friend program would allow those people to get to know ambassadors from our community, to learn more about the community and build a relationship before they ever even make a decision about a job sometimes. And we feel like that can often be the reason that someone chose Frankfort over another community, because they had built relationships within this community.
How do you connect the new the potential hire with somebody here in the community? How does that happen?
So we're asking our community members to consider becoming an ambassador. And what this really means is that we're just asking you to be you on a more formal level. All of our community members are wonderful advocates for our community. They are they welcome people with open arms, and so this is just a more formalized way of asking people to do exactly that. If you go to the Kentucky Capital Development Corporation website, in the top right-hand corner, it says About Us. And if you click on there, under that it says Think Frankfort First New Friend. And on that First New Friend link, you will find an application for a newcomer. So if you happen to be a newcomer to the community and you're watching this program today, we welcome you, and we want to connect you with a local ambassador who can help answer your questions or just take you out to be a part of the community. If you are interested in being an ambassador, there's also an application for you there. And both of these applications are one-pagers. They're not hard. You can't fail. They're just answering questions about you and the things that you enjoy, so that we can be sure we pair you with someone who has similar interests.
Yeah. So I'm guessing it's a good resource for employers here in town. So maybe they might point people they're interviewing towards the website, Terri, and say, maybe you could check this out. And if you've got more questions about somebody who lives here in town, then that might be one way that they could steer people towards it.
That is exactly right. So data shows that people who leave jobs within the first 6 to 12 months do so because they did not feel a part of their community. They never bought into the whole we belong in this community attitude. And so to try to decrease turnover in our local businesses, this program, we feel like, allows the community to welcome those new employees, bring them in as part of the community, get them active within the community so that our employers don't experience that turnover. So yes, if you are an employer and you are trying to hire new folks, I would encourage you to direct them to our website and have them just shoot us that application, and we will connect them with a local ambassador. And this ambassadorship is not hard. I mean, it may be things like, where do I take my children for childcare? Could I go to church with you on Sunday? Where's a good place to take my family for dinner? It's pretty basic stuff. It's not hard. It's what you do every day when you meet a new friend.
Yeah, and I think there are a lot of, as we know, a lot of people here in Frankfort that would make for great ambassadors, and people around in our community just love to talk about the exciting things going on in Frankfort. So I imagine there are a lot of people that would fill that role very well. And I honestly, I really like the idea of having that ambassadorship and having the first new friend program for people, because it's one thing to just give them a pamphlet of all the cool things that they can do and how they can get involved, but it's another to have a face to go with that, right? And kind of a friendly face and somebody that they can bounce questions off of, and some accountability, I think, too. And that's probably what went into the calculation for this too, right?
Yes, absolutely. It is very easy to read a pamphlet, but it's very hard to get involved with a pamphlet. Yeah. It is much easier. It's much easier to go out and become a volunteer for a community activity if you have someone to take you, as opposed to go as a total stranger. So, yeah. Yes, this is literally exactly what it is called. You are going to be someone's first new friend when they come to Frankfort.
Yeah.
What a great honor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's awesome. I think this is such a great program, and I think the Think Frankfort First initiative in general is so cool, and I really appreciate you coming on the show and talking to us about all this exciting stuff going on, and hopefully we can have you on next year too, as you guys adopt the other phases. And also, just real quick before you leave, how can people sign up? It's kycapitaldevelopment.com/think-frankfort-first, and that'll take you, I think, to the overall program. It shows all the phases, but I think there should be links there that'll let you sign up, right?
That is correct. Yes.
Terri, thanks so much for coming on the show and hanging out with us and talking to us about Think Frankfort First. And I hope you have a great holiday rest of your week and a great Thanksgiving.
Thank you. You too.